Yes, students, let me continue the chapter Impact of British Rule on Indian Economy and Education. In the last class, you have learnt impact of British rule on education. The impact of British rule on education, in that British were not interested the development of Indian education in India, and they were not interested to impart education to Indians. Later, according to Charter Act, British Parliament passed Charter Act and decided to development of education in India. So I already told you, British Parliament passed the Charter Act in the year 1830. This Charter Act preserved 1 lakh rupees. This is not to 1 lakh rupees for the development of education. Yes, students. This 1 lakh rupees was not spent for many years. Who did not use this money? East India Company did not spend this money for many years because differences rose between Orientalists and Anglists. Already I told you, Orientalists argued development of languages in India, and Orientalist Anglists opposed this, criticized that the opinion of Orientalists. That's what a dispute rose between Orientalists and Anglists. So in the year, this dispute was continued up to 1835. In the year 1835, Governor General of India Lord Bentinck, he appointed Macaulay Minute. He appointed Macaulay to solve that dispute between East India Company, Anglist and Orientalist. So, a Governor General of India, Lord William Bentinck, appointed Macaulay. Why appointed Macaulay? Yes, he appointed Macaulay to solve that dispute between Orientalist and Anglists through this Macaulay Minute. It was called as a Macaulay Minute, so which was introduced in the year 1835. According to this Macaulay's Minute, Macaulay solved that dispute between Orientalist and Anglist, and finally he stated that in the favor of development of English education in India. And also Orientalists opposed the Orientalist argument and decided to spend this money for the development of English education or Western education in India. So this Macaulay's Minute report accepted by Lord William Bentinck. Yes, Lord William Bentinck, the Governor General of India, he accepted Macaulay's opinion. And decided to spend the money for development of education. So money was spent. Accordingly, money was spent development of English education in India. This was that. And finally, Macaulay, a British educationist, Anglist, he argued that Oriental's learning was inferior to that European learning. What he stated? Macaulay stated Orientalists' learning was inferior to the European learning. That was the system. And he decided to develop English education. He decided to start English education in India. Through the English education, they tried to convert peoples into Christian religion. That was one more intention. That was one more aim of Macaulay's Minute. He tried to convert Indians into Christians through the Western educations. That's what he stated. Again he told that Macaulay cleared that It was not a good right things. And Macaulay stated Macaulay was a hardcore Anglist. He completely opposed Orientalist learnings. So along with this, remember students, and Macaulay, he stated that a single self good European library. What he stated? A single self good European library worth the whole native literature of India and Arabia. That was the statement. It means he praised about European learning. He criticized degraded Indian learnings. A single self, what he stated? The opinion of Macaulay. The Macaulay's opinion was a single self good European library was worth the whole native Arabic and Indian literatures. So he praised only European language, European learning. He criticized Indian learning. You know that in India, education system was based on the religion. He opposed the system. Anglists wanted to develop vernacular language. Orientalists wanted to develop Western language. Like that, this aim was continued. So as per that Macaulay's minutes, that's another person. Wood's Dispatch. Next person was a Wood's Dispatch. So Wood's Dispatch. Charles Wood was a great educationist, a British officer. Charles Wood Dispatch, opinion development of education in India. So Charles Wood Dispatch introduced the Wood's Dispatch in 1854. In which year Charles Wood Dispatch introduced? So chronological order point, chronological order question. Charles Wood Dispatch was introduced in the year 1854 by a British educationist, Charles Wood. So according to Charles Wood Dispatch, remember that he stated company should start primary school in villages, high schools in towns and colleges in district level. That is the main primary school. Decided to start. East India Company should start a primary school. Where? Primary school must be in the villages. Primary school in villages, that is one. Next one, high schools. High school at towns or cities. Colleges at districts. Remember, this is that. So according to Charles Wood Dispatch, the terms and conditions are here. Charles Wood Dispatch is also called as a Magna Carta of English education in India. Whose dispatch? Which dispatch is called as a Magna Carta of English education in India? Charles Wood's Dispatch. Remember that. Charles Wood's Dispatch is called as a Magna Carta of English education in India. This Wood's Dispatch stressed on company should start primary school in the villages, high schools in towns and colleges at district level. This was one more argument. That is one. Along with that, he stated, that's one. And also he stated that provide grant in aid to private education. He also stated that. What is stated? Grant in aid. Yes. Provide financial help to private institution. Provide grant in aid to the private institution. Government should, East India Company should establish these schools and colleges in district level, towns level and village level, and also provide grant in aid to private institution. That is the second term and condition. And also he stated that company should start a primary school in vernacular language. What it is? Primary school. 1 to 5th standard must be in vernacular language, regional languages. Primary school should be in that vernacular language. Okay, no? And high school and college should be in that English medium. That was the third instruction. Remember, the first instruction, primary school in villages, high school in towns, college at district level. Okay, no? And also, this Charles Dispatch argued to provide grant in aid to private institution. Second one. The third point, primary school must be in that vernacular education, vernacular languages, regional language, and the higher school should be in that English medium, as a English medium. That was one more argument. And also, this Woods Dispatch established a Department of Public Instruction. Remember that is DPI. What it is? Department of Public Instruction. All the schools comes under Department of Public Instruction. So he established a Department of Public Instruction to supervise that educational institutions. To supervise educational institutions, the fourth point. Along with that, universities were set up in India. Yes, according to Woods Dispatch, universities were established. Bombay, Calcutta, Madras universities were established in India as per that Woods Dispatch. The three important universities established in India as per that Woods Dispatch. That's Calcutta universities, Bombay University, Madras universities. And also, it's argued to open teacher training schools and colleges. Decided to establish teachers training colleges. Before, the teacher should get training in the colleges before entering to the schools. They decided to establish teacher training colleges. Like that, a number of policies, terms and conditions are made in Charles Wood Dispatch. That's called as a Woods Dispatch. So Woods Dispatch gave the clear instruction, the clear information for the development of education in India. They given aid to private institutions, and they led this Woods Dispatch stressed on establishment of school for girls. They give importance to establish school for girls. The female education, given importance to female education. Provided a grant in aid to private institutions. All the educational institutions should be under the control of public Department of Public Instructions. And also universities are set up like that. Many rules and regulations made under Woods Dispatch. That's what Woods Dispatch is known as Magna Carta of English education in India. So which dispatch is known as a Magna Carta of English education in India? Charles Wood Dispatch is known as a Magna Carta of English education in India. This dispatch was introduced in 1854 by a British officer, Charles Wood Dispatch. So like that, it's included, etc., etc. Many terms and conditions are included in that Charles Wood Dispatch. Dear students, from this I come to conclusion. Remember the impact of British rule on education, impact of British rule on Indian economy. In this chapter, we have learnt revenue policies, we learnt about drain theory, we learnt about impact on education. In that way, British played important role to establish English education in India. So this is that one very important chapter for annual exam and useful for the competitive examinations. Regarding drain theory, regarding Malwar system, regarding Raitwar system, regarding Jamindari system, and also Woods Dispatch, Macaulay's Minute, and also Charter Act. All this information you have learnt in this chapter. So I come to conclude regarding impact of British rule on Indian economy and education. Thank you, students.